some of the audience not laughing, some are. That was the reaction at the church. Some people laughed, some people didn't. Social media, these were some of the comments, Kim. And this is why people don't go to church. There was no Jesus in this. How are you going to preach the word and put people down at the same time? That's not righteous. How do you feel now?
How do I feel now?
Today.
I feel great because my intent to what I was speaking to first, thank you for allowing me to come on and asking me to come on.
Of course.
And taking into consideration that there's always more than one side. Um, there's a jargon that happens in church that the charismatic black church, there's a lingo. And certain things we say that we fully understand, which it almost feels like when you see those cameras in church now, it's an intrusion upon that, because for those who don't understand it, they're going to misinterpret what it means. I've been in church too long. I've held on to my faith too long to deliberately hurt people. I'm not in any way mentally, spiritually, physically challenged to the degree that I have to choose people to be mean to. So overall, when you have more than one person giving their opinion about one other person, the majority probably is going to win. A lot of people get on the bandwagon. And so when you ask me, how do I feel? Do you mean about my words now or about how it made people feel?
About your words now.
I feel the same way I felt that night. My intentions were pure. I was making an analogy. Actually, I was honoring the pastor about being there. And I was making an analogy about his personality. I just didn't word it to whereas they would understand it.
Were you riffing? Was that ad-libbed? Or did you know you were going to say that when you went on the...
It was completely ad-libbed. Yeah, I didn't have a plan to talk to a certain thing. It was a form of encouragement is what it was to those who can hear in that way. There are some people who go, you telling people not to live in a trailer home? That's not what I said. I compared a trailer home to mansion living. It was metaphorically speaking. Everybody wanted to turn my words into accusing people that if you have a certain kind of financial status, that I was speaking against that, which is so far from the truth. The little bit more that I will share is some of the names that you called. I was far more disappointed than I was surprised that they had something negative to say. I was disappointed because we've all shared the same stage and background, back rooms and green rooms. And some of their public display and conversation is somewhat opposite of what it is behind stage. I'm not going to do to them what they did to me.
Oh, no,
a lot of them went public and was talking to I am, though. I'm talking about their ability to be negative toward a name that they built up for so many years. And that's disheartening because especially when people can call you, I would have much preferred, especially dealing with gospel, Yolanda Adams, who we're both from Houston, Texas, to pick up the cell phone and say, hey, I have a career to save, and I can't agree with your stance right now. I need to say something different to my public. So I would have preferred that to call and say, we've been in the gospel game too long together, and this is negative. This looks really, really bad. So I'm not going to be able to affiliate with you. I would have respected it and said, hey, do what you got to do, but at least we have an understanding.
Well, I mean, and let me be clear here. Yolanda is a friend of mine as well.
Good.
Where I am also from Texas.
Oh, okay.
And I did not want to turn this into because I don't know what happened behind the scenes. What I was asking if you wanted more time for, you said there was more of a backstory to what you said on the pulpit, not the interpersonal relationships of two people that you're now here with me and another person I care about.
Hi, you guys. So, yeah, Tamron Hall had to recently kind of shut that down with Kim Burrell. Now, you guys understand I don't know, I guess she may have been offered the opportunity to come on to the Tamron Hall show and she took it. But you can understand that she knew she was going to take that moment to say what she wanted to say because she knew it was going to get out here. I see this story is kind of everywhere in the media. So people are talking about it, not just here on YouTube, but in mainstream media as well. So she definitely took that opportunity to do that. And I'm wondering why she's just using Yolanda Adams' name because I guess maybe she felt closest to her. I don't know. And I didn't. Do you know that their birthdays are the same day, which is the same day as mine? I've always known Yolanda Adams was my birthday twin, but I didn't know she she was Kim Burrell. She must have been born late at night. She's probably a 28 baby, and I don't know. They just put the 27th on there. I don't know. But I feel like she was being messy by doing that, because she could have still made the same statement that she made and just not said anybody's name. She could have said, the people in the gospel world and the church world who've been supporting me for many years that did not have it. She didn't have to and Yolanda, and so I'm sure Yolanda is realizing, and Yolanda Adams don't mess with nobody. If she didn't choose to reach out to you, then you could have called her on the back end and asked her if she was feeling a way about what happened. You do not have to go public with that. Like, she's really, I don't know. I don't know what to put on it. I want to use the word messy, but I almost feel like that's being too nice. If you guys get what I mean with that, because it's just something about her. Like, she did not have to take that opportunity to do that, and I don't think Tamron Hall wanted to get her name or in her show caught up in that, making it seem as if she's inviting people on her show to say things negative about other people, and that's how that's going to come off. And some people are going to receive that way. That's why I feel like Tamron was cleaning that up. Like, I didn't ask you here to come on here and throw shots at people and call names, right? Because she still could have said what she had to say without saying the name. And I was checking Yolanda Adams' page. She didn't respond to the situation. I don't think she will. Like I said, I don't hear anything negative about her. I'm not saying she's perfect. No one is. I'm just saying I don't hear her involved in a lot of stuff. And so I'm just wondering why she used Yolanda's name and not some of these other people. Because quite a few people from the gospel, not quite a few, but some people from the gospel world, they did speak up as well. I don't even think Yolanda Adams said anything. But it was some people that actually made statements and said that they didn't agree with what she was doing. So why not call their names? I don't know. Maybe she's more hurt by Yolanda Adams since that's her birthday twin, and like she said, they're from the same place. But she really could have went directly to Yolanda, just like she's saying Yolanda could have came directly to her. But let me know what you guys think about this situation. Kim, that child, and then her ex, how she trying to explain what she said in that church, it didn't give that. It wasn't giving that. I'm sorry. Even the lady that was standing behind her, and I showed you guys in the video, and I didn't film it, so don't act like I'm trying to put nothing out on here on you. But the lady looked uncomfortable, the lady that was wearing the hat. So, that is just so many things that said that wasn't okay to do that. And it's just not godly. It's not. I don't know what's going on today with these gospel people, church people. I don't get it. And that's not about just being human. It's not. It's not about that we all make mistakes. It's not about that. I think we're starting to allow people just to do all this stuff and then just use as an excuse that we're human. It's not really just about that. And that's just my opinion. But you guys can let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.
All I got is the word.